Are you considering going to Benidorm, but you've heard that rumour that goes round when everyone says that Benidorm is exactly the same as Blackpool? It's like fun in the sun. It's not true, or is it? Is Benidorm like Blackpool? Well, in this video, you're going to find out the truth, because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what Benidorm's really like. Well, we're going to put all the rumours at ease, and together we're going to find out once and for all.
Analyzing the news.
All right, let's talk about something that comes up a lot when people think about going on holiday to Spain. I'm talking about Benidorm specifically. You see, for some reason, Benidorm gets a bad name. A lot of people joke about it. Others roll their eyes when they hear the name. It's often seen as a place full of drunk tourists, loud groups, and cheap holidays. People even say it's just like Blackpool in the sun. Don't go. But is it really like that? Is that really fair to say that Benidorm is like Blackpool? Okay, so let's break this down and take a proper look at this to find out once and for all, and then you'll know. Right, so where does this bad reputation come from? Why do people think badly of Benidorm in the first place? Well, mostly it comes from what people see and hear on the media. TV shows, social media, and online videos often show the wild side of Benidorm. You know, the kind of groups of lads on stag parties or hen parties wearing fancy dress, shouting through the streets, singing songs and drinking from morning to night. You've seen it, we've all seen it. And the camera doesn't lie, it's true. That does happen. But that's only one small part of Benidorm, and usually it only happens during certain times of the year and in specific parts of the city itself. It doesn't happen everywhere, it's only in a small part. That is true. But the thing is, once people see the loud, messy side, they think that Benidorm is it. That is it. That is Benidorm. Loud, obnoxious, drunk, full of Brits. Go, is it? They think it's full of drunk people every day, all year round. But that is simply not true. And how do I know? Because I've been several times. You've got to recognise that the Blackpool in the sun idea, it's pushed out there all the time. Now let's talk about the Blackpool in the sun thing. Some people use this as an insult. What they really mean is Benidorm is cheap, tacky, and full of loud Brits. But again, this is a stereotype. It's like judging a whole city by what you saw on one bad night. And we do that, don't we? If we have a bad experience, we talk about it. If we have a wonderful experience, we just let it slide. So an example of this could be, you could be having a fantastic day somewhere, and then suddenly something horrible happens, and that will just ruin your day. And that part of your day you will talk about, but not the rest of it. Because we live in a world of drama. We like telling people our problems. So when people see all the drunks and all the loudness, that's what they focus on. They don't focus on the calm tranquility, which happens the majority of the time. So let's get it right. Come on. Yes, there are parts of Benidorm that feel like Blackpool in relation to the neon signs, the karaoke bars, the full English breakfast, and happy hour all day long. But if that's your thing, then you'll find it in Benidorm. But if it's not your thing, you can easily avoid it. People often forget is that Benidorm is also a beautiful place. It's good for sandy beaches, warm weather, mountains, views, peaceful spots, and a lovely Spanish food. There's a lot more to it than bars and bloody beer. So if this is true, yes, there is karaoke bars and neon lights and cheap beer, which is great. You want an affordable holiday. You work bloody hard. You want to enjoy yourself, but you don't want to be ripped off. So let's narrow this down. When is the party crowds going to Benidorm. So then we know when to avoid that element of it. All right, let's talk about timing. If you're worried about bumping into a loud stag and hen parties, it helps to know when they go so you can plan around them. Here are the key times of year when Benidorm gets busy with party groups. Remember this, it's spring and early summer. That's usually from March to June. It's stag and hen season. That's when people are planning weddings, so they head to Benidorm for the wild weekends. And that's usually on a Friday to a Sunday. That's usually when it's really busy because they go for the stag weekend. At the end of the day, they're getting married, which is a nice thing. So they're just letting off some steam. There's also bank holidays. UK bank holidays weekends are also a hot time because think about these dates like the May bank holiday and the Easter weekend or August bank holiday Monday. Flights are cheap, so the party crowd flies out. Then you've got Halloween and fancy dress. Around late October, Benidorm hosts a huge fancy dress party and literally thousands of people dress up and party in the streets. It's fun if you like that kind of thing, but it gets very, very busy. And if that's what you're trying to avoid, then don't go then, dear. You go a different time. Because winter months, believe it or not, Benidorm is still popular in the winter, but during these months like November and February, the crowd is different. It's a different vibe. You'll mostly find older people or snowbirds who go to escape the cold UK weather. It's quieter, more relaxed, and perfect for people who want peace. So say you've turned up, you're in Benidorm and now you're a bit anxious because you don't want to bump into big groups of drunken crowds. How do you avoid the drunken crowds? Because you can do it. If you want to enjoy Benidorm without the wild party crowd, the good news is you can, and it's dead easy. This is how you do it. Avoid weekends. Midweek is your best friend. If you can travel from Monday to Thursday, you'll skip the stag and hen weekend and enjoy a more peaceful break. Another one is go in off-peak months. Why don't you try September, October, just before Halloween, November, or even February? It's warmer than the UK, but without the big party groups. So why not go then? Another big one is this. You'll like this. Stay in the old town. Because the strip, that's what they call it, where all the party is, that's the new town. So stay in the old town. Benidorm has two main areas. The new town is where the most of the nightlife is, where all the bars and the clubs and the big groups. But the old town is much more chilled out. You'll find Spanish tapas bars, quiet beaches, and local charm. It's a totally different vibe. Another one is that you could choose the right hotel. Some hotels are known for attracting party crowds, but many are focused on couples. So a lot of holidays don't want these crowds, they want families or older guests. So look for hotels with good reviews that mention a peaceful, calm and relaxing environment. Because if you go on TripAdvisor, you'll see it. Because when people go on holiday, they usually put the review on there. And it's pretty much accurate. Check it out. So what is the real Benidorm like? Here's the thing. The real Benidorm is what you make it. Remember, we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So it's what you make it. It's your mind, your perception. You decide what it's going to be. The real Benidorm is what you make it. So if you want sun, sea and sand, you've got it. If you want local food, Spanish culture, it's there. If you want a wild nights out, no problem. It's waiting for you. The key is knowing where to go and when. And I've just given you the answer. Old town, new town. Yeah? It's always remember to note this, that don't let one side of Benidorm put you off the whole place. And I've spoke to hundreds, probably thousands, of people who go to Benidorm on a regular basis, and they say the same thing. Everyone thinks Benidorm's like Blackpool, but it's not. That's just a small strip. And they also say that in Benidorm, there is literally something for everybody. So should you go to Benidorm? Absolutely, if you plan it right. Forget all the jokes and the bad press. Benidorm is more than what people say. It's got great climate, easy travel, lots of things to do, and some stunning views. You can sit on the beach and read a book. You can take a hike up a hill or a mountain, cross over the hills for the amazing sunsets. There's some fantastic places there, I can assure you. You can eat fresh seafood by the sea, or you can go for a night of karaoke and have a dance, if that's more your style. But if it isn't, don't worry about it. The trick is simple. Know what kind of holiday you want and then choose the right time to go, and the right holiday and the right area. Benidorm's a big place. So my final thoughts on this, and believe me, I've got experience, and I'm telling you from someone who's been there several times. A lot of people judge Benidorm without ever going there themselves. Or maybe they went once during a stag weekend, and because of that negative experience, they've never given it a second chance because they formed an opinion. That's what Benidorm's like. It's just like bloody Blackpool. No, it's not. Go again, but go the other end. And then you'll have a different story to tell, won't you? You see, the truth is this. Benidorm has many sides. It can be loud, but it can also be peaceful. It can be British, but it can also be Spanish. If you want to avoid the madness, you can. Just avoid the busy weekends and book smart. Go in the right time of the year and stay in the right place, and you'll probably end up loving it. And you'll go again and again and again and again. And you'll find this, that when people go to Benidorm for the first time and they stay away from the strip bit, they make it a regular occurrence. They go every bloody year. So for next time, if someone says to you, oh, Benidorm's just like Blackpool, you'll be the one saying, wait a minute, mate, actually, Benidorm's not what you think it is. Benidorm's amazing. And if you know how to do it right, you'll get the most out of your holiday. So I hope this gives you some insight of the truth. It doesn't benefit me whatsoever if I say, yeah, actually, Benidorm is like Blackpool. I'm only going to tell you the truth. And if it is like Blackpool, I'll tell you. The only place which is like Blackpool is Blackpool. Benidorm's Spain, for crying out loud. It's different. They're nothing like each other. I would just say that certain parts of Benidorm, they cater for British people because they know what British people are like. And British people, we like British food. But we like trying other foods, but we tend to like the same types of food, and we like karaoke. There's a way about British people, and the tourism board in Benidorm, they recognise that, so they cater for our needs. They give us what we want. But then there's other British people who want to fine dine and want a bit of peace. So in the old town, they cater for what they want, right? They're giving you what you want. So if you don't want it, okay, go to that side. And if you don't want peace and quiet, then go that side. It's all there. But come on, let's go on holiday. At the end of the day, it's nicer than Britain, isn't it? How bad can it be? It's only a 2.5 hour flight. Get yourself to Benidorm and enjoy yourself. I hope you learned something from the video. Until the next time, happy holidays. Yay!